Good evening, everyone. We're live. Hello.
Good evening.
Novak
CLEO.
news. Are rents really going up? Stay tuned.
Hey, Branks. How are you?
Hey, CLEO. Great.
That's good. You'll have to excuse me if I sound a little blocked up. I think I'm getting this rhinovirus, whatever it's called, influenza. I don't know. Not COVID, the other one. So rents, are they rising? That's our topic for tonight.
That's right.
What do
Yeah,
you
it's a big
think, Branks?
question. I just actually check on domain and on real estate. At the moment is on Northern Beaches, we have on realestate.com, it's advertised about 717 properties, and on domain is 742 properties in total. What is
That's
about
a lot.
400, it is a lot, and what is about 480 units is advertised at the moment, and we have available for rent. Average rent in on Northern Beaches is about $625 per week. Of course, there's like you can find a 2-bedroom unit around $800, but also you can find a 2-bedroom unit for $520.
Yeah, and there's probably about, I think I looked online tonight as well, about 42 bedders in just DY alone available. So I think when you think about rents going up, you want to see those figures really low because there's a high demand. Therefore,
right.
when they're coming on the market, they're going to be, probably increased about $50, $60 more or less if there's no
Yeah.
properties available, right?
That's right, and also depend of the condition of the property and the position of the property. We at Novak, we have that we call 3P. There is a presentation, price, and promotion. And that's what it comes. Like units in the Meriton or DY Grand, there's units like sort of luxury units, and there is 2 lifts, swimming pool, sauna, gym. What comes to lifestyle, isn't it? And that units are going for a bit higher rent.
Yeah, it's true. So the higher end properties aren't really comparable to the, stock standard 2-bedroom red brick apartment because they don't have all the mod cons, all the facilities, and all that extra stuff. I think with COVID as well, what do you think, BRANKA? Landlords are sort of just coming back to a medium what they were getting before when their property's hitting the market now. Would you agree?
That's true. Like they're getting now what they used to have 2.5, 3 years ago. Now rent is coming back to that point, and it's more available properties now that they are in getting back same rent as they used to.
Yeah, so I've have a lot of properties that have come on the market at the moment. Am I doing an increase as such? Not really, maybe $10. That's been the most across the board. When I think of our rents increasing, I think more our landlords wanting a rent increase because they've had 2 years of no increase rather than reletting and prices going up.
Property managers had really difficult time during the COVID, and it was a really difficult 12 months dealing with financially challenged landlords and tenants. and tenants that's trying to take advantage of COVID. And as much as we had a difficult time in that time, we still managed to have all the properties rented and managed to receive a rent. Now is almost like landlords can see that there is good tenants, and they trying to balance with that financial situation. You know, they not looking just to recoup what they lost during the COVID. They just trying, like, what I mean is when they have a good tenant, stable tenant, they're not trying to push a rent for $50 and $80 per week to increase the rent for that amount. But also we have to know that all charges are increased, not just
It's true. Food,
right.
petrol, everything.
And it's to maintain that property, to keep all the bills for the property as well, like a strata, council, water, all that rates are going up, plus interest rates.
Yeah, it's
Like
true.
in general, everything is, all charges are increased. And then it's normal that rent will increase as well.
Yeah, you're right. And those little things, like you said, strata, council, water, that go up each year for a landlord and their investment property, they, if they do a little increase every year, $5 or $10, it just keeps the property going, doesn't it? And it's not falling behind on those outgoings, because they can all add up.
That's right. Regardless that owners had the challenge to maintain all expenses around the property, the rates are going up. You
Yeah.
know, even during the COVID, Sydney Water put water price up, and
Yeah.
we had too many wet days, but still, it's not a shortage of.
And more to come. There's more to come.
That's right.
Well, I think I remember the time that houses weren't available. There wasn't a lot of houses during COVID for rent, and those prices did go up a bit when properties came on the market. Even an older style 3-bedroom house with a backyard was going for prices around $850, $900 a week, weren't they?
That's right. And then now also um, lots of people works from home, and they need
Yeah.
extra room, and
Yeah.
that's why I think it's a shortage in bigger properties. That's why we have a more available units than the houses, because everyone need extra room for
Yeah.
for kids are schooling at home, then people working from home. It's just like, bigger properties are going quicker. They less on the market, and like 1-bedroom units are now longer on the market than really houses, 3-bedroom house or 4-bedroom houses. Houses are more popular.
Yeah, it's interesting. It used to be the other way around. I remember houses would stick and the units would go. Now it's the other way around.
That's right.
It's interesting because I've got, I think, 4 apartments that have all come up in the same building, and they are renting now for the same rent pre-COVID.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Going up and
yeah, so when
people
clients
moving
go,
around.
oh, well, can I get a bit more? Can I get $10 or $20? It's more about having a quicker turnaround, having tenants apply quickly and zero vacancy. And they're not going backwards because they're not getting less money, but they're not seeing, like, big hikes in the rent,
That's
which is
right.
contrary to some media coverage that always rents are
But
in demand
still,
and strong.
even with that landlords getting higher rates, they still are looking for quality tenants, isn't it?
Exactly. You can't beat a good tenant over $10 or $20.
That's
I've always
true.
said you're better off a vacant property than a tenant that's hard to get out and that's not paying rent. You know, going through that qualification process and finding the right tenant is worth its weight in gold, and not usually, you know, $20 isn't going to make a tenant from, you know, a medium tenant to a great tenant.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right. So I think all in all, we're not seeing rents go down, but we're not really seeing big increases either. I think we're just sort of remaining steady with all our reletting properties.
Yep.
I don't know if everyone can hear that. I'm working from home at the moment, and that's my baby crying in the background. I'm trying to mask it and mute it, but it's not happening. I can hear her in the background. It's a bit distracting. Sorry, guys. But yeah, okay. So, where do you think we're going to go? We're coming into winter now. Do you think we're going to get more and more properties? You reckon, Branka?
You know what? We had very difficult summer as well. Summer wasn't best this year. It was very unpredictable. It was really wet and wild, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
still, all properties rented. And I think it will be same now in the winter. We always say, even before winter is always a bit slower. Not many people are moving during the winter. But now in the last couple of weeks, what we have seen, it's been great, even if it was election. Yeah, now even in that time, we still rented the place. People still looking for new home. And
Yeah, but we didn't hear that in rentals, waiting for the election to see, well, people still need to rent. It's not going to make a huge difference, is it, whether or not Liberal or Labor got in?
they need a roof above their head. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's more essential, isn't it?
Exactly, definitely for the tenant game, that's for sure. Well, I think as well with all this wet weather though, it is causing tenants to reevaluate their property, which is again creating a bit of movement. These homes that have been affected by mold and a damp and maybe dark, tenants are starting to, you know, get to that point now where it's too much. I need to look for somewhere else. And that sees a bit of movement too, do you think?
Yeah, that's true. But same as landlords are looking for quality tenants are looking for quality property.
Property. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So any landlord, if you're getting this time where your tenant's moving out and you've got a bit of a you know, opportunity to update your property, it's always a good idea. I'm currently doing 3 or 4 of them at the moment, where we're updating the kitchen carpet, paint, even those little things, you know, make a big difference in the quality of tenant, like you said, Branka, but also a quick turnaround in between tenancies. So, and that will also affect your weekly rent.
Yep. Bit
Well,
of
I think
work helps.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, I can't think of anything else about rents rising at the moment. Branka, what do you think? Do you think we've
Yeah.
covered enough?
Look, the conclusion is rents are going up. People looking for good quality properties, and they don't mind to pay bit higher rent if property is suitable for them and their family. And
Yeah, and it's what's important to you. Like you said, you want modern, you want a lift, you want amenities. You're going to pay a bit more for that, and if it's in your budget, then that's great. But there are still affordable rentals out there for tenants, you know, that still need 2 bedrooms and a car space. Of course, they're not all 750, 800 a week. We've got, you know, a big range of properties still on the Northern Beaches, which is good. I think that's
variety,
everything. Pardon?
we have a variety of everything, isn't it?
We do. We're a big fruit salad here at Novak. We've got everything. You've got the high end to the high end to the middle ground, you know, whatever you want, whatever features you require for the right rent, we have it.
Yeah, and we are always here. We're always happy to negotiate.
True. Yep. It's all about negotiating with the owner too. Definitely on your application. If you're in a position to do that, go for it. Why not?
Yep.
All right. Well, have a
That's
great
all.
evening, everyone. I think that's a wrap for tonight. Anyone needing help with renting a property or applications or anything, we're always here to help. We've also, got a lot of videos on our website too that can aid you in that. And good luck to everyone looking for a rental property at the moment.
Thank you. Thank you, Cleo.
Thanks, Bronx.
Have a
I'll
good
see
night.
you tomorrow. You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye.